point of intersection is between it looks like it says between it is between the points where the lead changes. So right, we just need to like remember what we already know about what it means when you cross the point of intersection. And when you cross the point of intersection, one line was higher before, the other line is going to be higher now. So now I'm going to look for midpoints. So now, so look for midpoints between the two pairs around the switch. So when we look for the two pairs, so when I look in there, I look for the pairs around the switch. One thing I can do is I can just say like, all right, well, here I know that on top there, like, so what is the midpoint really between 4 and, or between 3 and 5? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna draw a square around just this part here. Between, what is the midpoint between 3 and 5? Well, it seems like the most obvious one, right, is 4. So if I look for a midpoint, I'm going to say, all right, what is halfway between 3 and 5? So midpoint, and then what is between 6 and 8? So what is my midpoint here? The midpoint would be 4, and this one would be 7. Now, that may not be the same midpoint as what's down below, but if it is, then I know I have found the point of intersection. And if it's not, I would just keep searching. But this is the midpoint. The midpoint, again, if this is 3 and 5, the midpoint equals 4. And then here, we have a midpoint that is equal to, what's halfway between 5 and 9? Well, let's draw a picture. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Halfway is 7, so it's got to be 7. So I just I start with my midpoint, and that is going to tell me like 4 and 7 both match, right? 4 and 7 would be a midpoint on this table. It just wasn't written there originally. So sometimes you can find that. Sometimes you find that between whole numbers too. Like a midpoint doesn't have to be 4. It could be 4.5 or a different number. And you can just keep looking for those midpoints. So the point of intersection must be in between the places where the lead switches. Okay, so I now know for sure that this is 4 and 7 because these are common. This was a common, like it's a common point.